Hello, hi. Well, today is a day of the experiments because, as you can see, my friend is here with me because I tried to make this video over 3-4 times and there were many things that I didn't like, but one of the biggest things that I didn't like it was the sound. It wasn't good, so I'm trying to record the sound with my PC, to be precise with FL Studio, which hopefully won't crash while I'm doing so. So far it's so good. Anyway, I'm here to tell you the story, which is kind of a short story, but kind of not if we take a look at the bigger picture. How I decided to become a music producer. Alright, and first things first is that I always wanted to be a singer. Growing up in the kindergarten, in some other places, I was always singing. And either that or something else in me was convinced that I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna become a singer. I was writing this like everywhere I could. I'm gonna be a singer. But the thing is, I didn't go to some music school. As soon as I was not a kid anymore, I didn't sing anywhere else. I wanted to go to sing when I was like 12 years old in the school talent show, but I would say too shy. And my other friend, I guess she didn't want that. Which song I actually wanted to sing? Was it My Heart Will Go On? I don't think I knew it by then. No, it was some other lyrical and very sad song. So yeah. And I was convinced that somehow I'm gonna go and sing out there. And I think till I was 17 years old, I was thinking that some mythical producer will come for me and make me a star, which was really stupid thing to think. So yeah. And while I was still living with my parents, I was writing some kind of lyrics, the pressed one lyrics. Yeah, and then when I moved to live by myself, well, I could do now anything that I wanted. And as I did have an iPhone, it has the GarageBand, so I was, just playing with it. I made a lot of songs with my friends, like, silly, funny ones about weird stuff. Do they sound good? Hell no. But they're so fun to remember. But actually some of them, they do sound good for some reason. But I was just like taking some loops, some drum loops, and we were singing off pitch, no rhythm whatsoever. No, nothing like that. So yeah, and I think already back then, like around 5 years ago, or maybe even more, I was already having this thought in the very back of my mind that I would like to make a music, but I think I didn't have an idea how to do it. So I was trying for many months, I think, to do it in the GarageBand, but I couldn't, because I didn't know even the slightest idea how to write music. I think even the simplest chords, the chords as well that go in these kind of progressions, I didn't even know the basic. And I would say that I actually started to learn basic only a year ago or something like that. So yeah. And then when I realized that the GarageBand is not something that I can do things with, even though a lot of artists did, I couldn't. I downloaded the FL Studio, I think in 2021. Yeah, but I couldn't still do things without the audio interface or the headphones or the monitors. I needed to have something of that, but I couldn't buy it all at once, so I was buying it little by little. And I would say that I started to at least try to produce music like normally. How are we supposed to do it in 2022? Like 3 years ago only? Yeah. So this is kind of like a short story, not something that I felt on a rock and phew, I decided to be the music producer. I think it's something that grows in you because you get sucked in how everything is made. Because I could go to the music studio and say, I have my lyrics and I can sing it. But I didn't like that. First of all, it's actually quite expensive, and second of all, I really like the idea to do it all myself. Even though most of the cases, do everything yourself, it's not healthy, very hard, but I like it. I like to learn everything myself, like how music is made. And now that I do listen to the old songs that I used to listen to, oh my days, I hear so many things I haven't heard before. And it's crazy, because now you can differentiate not only the instruments, piano and this and that, but all kind of things. It's such a big picture, and I think once you got into the music production, I don't think you will ever get out of it, because it's so interesting how those sounds are being made, how they're combined together and stuff like that. So I could say that I actually felt in love with it, but still it's quite hard, and I do need to learn a lot of things, like rhythm, how to write maybe melodies and stuff like that, because the more you start to learn, I think the less you understand, the more you feel like, what is that? So yeah, it's like my little, not so little story how I got into the music production, and I do produce my own songs because I like it. So I can't say that I did everything myself. I'm kidding, I'm not. Well yeah, tell me how you got yourself into that, because I'm curious, what if somebody inspired you, or maybe you're like me, you were writing some lyrics, you like to sing, and you're like, why I would not be my own producer? Why not? Who tell me no? Anyway, I will see you next video. And yeah, today we do have actually a pretty good weather outside. It's May and it's very good weather, but now it is. Alright, so thank you and I will see you. Goodbye.